Yeah, you feel the vibe. Better press like and subscribe. Steady on the grind. Million plus we on the rise. YBC, we in this thing to entertain your every need. So share this to friends and family. And Rhodes and yeah, we be killing it.
Yeah, welcome to the show, I hope you feel it. Sit back and watch the subs reach a million. Watch what I do for entertainment. Watch what I do for your amazement. Can't contain it, hit the like button. Make a nigga day and tell me how you love it. It really help us if you get to sub it. But all she trying to do is get to
I'm Spider-Man or whatever, and you know that way they get cool again, and then the last film to kill him off or whatever they want to do, how to get rid of him and pass on that mantle.
And so, because now this brings along two questions for me, I'd say specifically. Okay, number one, Tobey, Andy, Tom. Which is your favorite Spider-Man?
See, I used to have a favorite. You know, I used to be like everybody else. Tobey used to be my favorite, Tom number 2, and then Andrew number 3. After this film, I have no favorites. Because like I said, Andrew's part truly showed that it was the writing.
It was the writing.
It was all the writing. Give Andrew some cool little lines here or there. Give him some cool little stuff to do. Him saving MJ, that look in his eye, that was great acting.
It's like nothing needed to be said.
Nothing needed to be said.
Nothing
We all
needed to
knew.
be said.
Yeah, your girlfriend died because of the way you tried to save her. So then you knew how to do it the right way this time.
It's redemption.
And he's sitting there, and you just know, you felt it in your heart. Like he's just like, I'm so glad I
did it. And he said it earlier. I've never forgiven myself for it. And you can tell that was the moment.
That was the moment. That was the moment. That's what I'm saying. All of that just goes to show you it's all about the filmmaking.
So that's okay.
It's not. It wasn't Andrew. It was all about the everything else on the cinematographer, the director, the writers, all of that.
Even the time in the culture, bro. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like that time may just not have been the best for Spider-Man.
It wasn't the best for Spider-Man. We were getting a lot of depressing shit at that time.
That's true. But so what I'm gonna say though, because I'm gonna put them in order.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
You can't put them in order though.
It's so hard.
This movie changed the whole dynamic of Spider-Man. It truly put them in different boxes completely.
It did.
Andrew is truly the amazing Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
You're amazing.
Tom Holland is truly the MCU Spider-Man.
Flying all the Iron Man Spider-Man.
Tobey is the original Spider-Man.
Yeah. Andy, Tobey, Tom. I gotta give Tom the best. Tom has a fucking Bluetooth suit, bro. He took over Dr. Octo with Bluetooth, bro. How do you feel me?
Nah, here you about to get me to complain now.
No, come on, bro. I'm just saying the fact that, like, listen, just the fact that the ultimate abilities, like, this is what I'm talking about with progression. Like, yes, Tobey didn't have access to all this. Okay, cool. Andy, whatever. We said it was writing. We said it was just a story behind the way that they did it. It wasn't the best. They did it with Tom. And the way that Tom is acting, the way that Tom plays off of his responses on, man, Tom just, he makes you happy.
Yeah.
He makes you happy, bro. So that's what, when I watch Spider-Man, I want to be happy even in some of those more serious and depressing times. Like, I still want to feel like there's hope. And Tom gives me that. You feel me? So that's why I'm going to say out of the three, he was the best.
Now here's my complaint with that, with the gear that he has.
Okay.
No other Spider-Man would have access to that gear. Only Tom Holland, because he's in the MCU, which Iron Man left all that gear for him, is why you get that.
Okay.
Because if you don't get Iron Man, you don't have MCU Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Okay.
You don't get all that cool, amazing gear, Bluetooth, and all that stuff. You get Tobey and you get Andrew.
It's in me, yeah. It's in me.
That's what you get when you don't have Iron Man by your side. And I guess, like I said, that's my issue. So now that you don't have Iron Man, let's see what he does. Because you saw at the end he had to go back to making his own shit and stuff like that. So you're not gonna get all that cool gear.
But
you're gonna get essentially the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
He could do. So what if he now takes the role of Spider? Iron Man, but. You know, like...
Oh, no, he's not... That's the thing. He don't have the money. That was the thing with Iron Man. He had the resources to create all that stuff. Spider-Man don't have the resources for all that stuff.
He did.
And even in the comics, all he ever had was just what he could get his hands on and tinker with.
He's a struggling kid from Queens.
There you go. There you go.
You feel me? But